Wow. Oh my gosh, I'm beyond excited to bring out Robert Lopez and Kristen Anderson-Lopez. The Lopezes have earned an Oscar nomination. We're so excited. Oh my gosh, come on, have a seat.
We totally stepped on our cool intro.
No. But I was saying that you've earned an Oscar nomination this week for Frozen 2 and Into the Unknown. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And you've written songs such as Remember Me, from Coco, and Let It Go. And Robert, you are also the youngest person to achieve EGOT status twice. There's the Emmy, the Grammy, the Oscar, and
the Tony.
The T.
Yeah.
So if you would, oh my gosh. Okay, so in Frozen 2, we revisit Elsa and Anna. They're more mature this time. So what was that like for you? Like, how is that reflected in your lyrics?
Well, we were really, really lucky when the filmmakers, Jennifer Lee and Chris Buck, who we worked really closely with for 4 years, when they called and they were like, guys, I think we want to do another one, but we want to make it more mature. We want it to be about some of the things that, Chris Buck had dealt with personally. Chris Buck had lost his son during the press junket for Frozen 1. So that was in the mix. Jennifer Lee and I and Bobby all have daughters who, when we were writing Frozen 1, they were young and we were all dealing with the princess problem of like, I took women's studies classes and now my daughter wants to go as Snow White. And so we were dealing with that. Now we're dealing with 14-year-olds who want to take an Uber to Midtown. We're dealing with teaching them to listen to their gut and find their own path. And so that showed up, and all of the songs are about change and growth and maturity.
Yeah, and I think we really tried to make that in the music too. We tried to reflect it in the musical references, not to draw from past Disney tropes musically, but to deepen the music, and we even used old church liturgical references for Into the Unknown.
Right, Dies Irae is and it's been in music since music existed. It's an old Gregorian chant and Latin thing.
Yeah, it's the Requiem Mass. It means death.
He went to Yale. He was a music major, so he knows things like the Dies Irae.
You just got a sneak peek at Kristen's voice. She's an amazing singer, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Not after flying across the country, but I was thinking of a little song just as I came on about you. I was like, I'm talking tonight to a woman named Jazz. As try as I might, I'm gonna act like a spaz. That's truly what came into my mind.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we got a sneak peek of your collaboration too. You start beatboxing. Talk about your collaboration process. For those who don't know, they are married and they've written amazing songs. So how does that work?
It all comes from story. We start with the story, and we start out talking to Jennifer Lee and Chris Buck every day, really. We talk about the story, we talk about song moments and stuff like that. We talk about our own, everyone brings their own experience to developing the story, so we bring our...
We tell stories, really, and when we're doing sort of the big picture for Into the Unknown, all of us talked about what was that moment of blessed restlessness, that moment when I moved home from college and I didn't know exactly where I was going to go, and I was in North Carolina, but I just knew, I have to get to New York. I don't know what's up there, but I have to get to New York. We all have stories like that, and it's those kind of stories that then lead to pages, that then lead to us, Bobby noodling at the piano, me writing some rhymes, and then we throw it all together.
Every song's different. Every time it's, it evolves in its own, the way that it has to evolve. And we never start a song that we're not thrilled to start. Like, if we're bored, the song will be boring.
So you've written music for Avenue Q, Book of Mormon, and Frozen. Is it more fun to do the mischievous lyrics, or is it fun to do the safe lyrics?
I think they're all. It's all fun in its own way, because in the end, there's that horrible burden on you of telling a story,
right,
which is the hardest thing in the world. So whether you're writing a fun song or a deep song, the stakes are just as high for you as a storyteller. If the best song in the world, if it's in the wrong spot or if it's not doing its job, is painfully boring to listen to.
It's painful to sit in the audience with a song. Actually, I would say a comedy song that's not landing is the most painful. You just sit there and you just feel like your underpants are down on your ankles.
Oh my gosh, we could sit out here all night talking, but thank you so much. We're going to introduce the next clip. And the next